You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat.
But nothing ever stopped me from dusting off my shoes. You might think you'll see me falling to the ground, but I threw up my umbrella when rain stops hitting down. Yeah! On a bad day, on a good day, I don't need no sunshine, 'cause I'm dancing with the rain. You will see me running, thinking I might be insane. I don't need no sunshine, you keep me going strong. I just need my happy face to keep me moving on. Looking out the window, reflecting who I am. No one ever stopped me, not even Uncle Sam. Life might be a struggle, life might be a fight, but I am here to show the world that I can make it right. On a bad day, on a good day, on a bad day, rain keeps raining.
Good evening, everybody. Today is the 21st of August. August already. Holy moly. We're 3/4 of the way into the month already. September, October, November. 4 more months until Christmas is coming. Oh my goodness. Would you imagine that? Okay. So we're starting on a new kit today. And let me put this thing up here so you can see what kit that is. Pine Creek Paint Company. And that is a microscale models kit that I picked up when I was up in Maryland. I got it from El Puglisi for a really good price. So we're going to be opening up that box and see what that's all about tonight. But before we get to that, it's time to smash that like button. Alright, let's say hello to everybody that's in the chat so far. Reggie Stroud was the very first one in here. As soon as I put the notification out there, he was popping in there pretty shortly, and Jim Tedesco was right behind him. How you doing, Reggie and Jim? And CPKRR Thomas, how you doing? And Curly Express Dwight, good to see you in here. Barry Olson, good to see you. Steve Moskin, how you doing? And Reggie says, time to board, Tom. There you go. And Adventures of Lark, good to see you. Lark, glad you can make it in here. And over on the free side, we got Gerald Stewart and Jim Tedesco over there hanging out. So, okay, so did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody in here. All right, so we're going to be talking about that kit later on. I'm going to review what I did with the other one, the Shack Pack, and some of the, let me see, this stuff right here, and some of the pictures on there, and a few other things. So we'll get to that after we do the train show and stuff. But before we get to that, I'm going to thank everybody for supporting this channel like I always do. So here we go.
You can now support me on my locals community, Tom's Train of Thought. Membership is free, and by clicking the join button, you can support me for as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description and in the chat. Thank you for your contributions during the live stream. I really appreciate it. I would also like to thank all the moderators who have helped me out in the past years. Thank you very much.
Just like that guy said there, thank you very much. Okay, Shadow Wolf, glad to see you in here. Thanks for stopping in. Working on a new kit or something amazing this evening, or shout outs and train show listing. And yes, D, all of the above. There we go. We're going to start off with the train show. So let's get going with that so we can get that out of the way. Oh man, it stopped. Let's start that in the beginning. Holy moly. I'm not sure why it started in the middle of that, but you know. Okay, this past weekend was Pinellas Park. I think Robert Amos says he had 2 tables over there at Lopez Hall. I talked to Debbie about it. We was thinking about it, but we ended up going to Orlando, up to Woodland Cemetery instead to see all her deceased family. And on the way back, we stopped at a place, and I'll show you what I got hanging up here in behind me. But before we get to that, we'll talk about the train shows. Duluth, Georgia is this weekend, August 24th. That is a Golden Spike Enterprise. That is a pretty good show. We've been to 2 of them so far. It's a nice and big place. It's a really nice place. They're working on it forever. And it was Gene Jablonski, I remember who it is now, who said that they're going to be working on it forever. I ran into him the last time we was up there. He's a member of one of the train shows or train clubs northeast of Atlanta. So really nice show up there. Wish we could make it, but just don't have the money. But maybe one of these days. Okay, Melbourne, Florida. I got to check my Mega Million. I don't know. Did anybody win in Florida? I still got the thing sitting out in my van in the center console. I'm going to have to check that thing. So, Melbourne, Florida, September 7th. That's pretty close. That's about 2 hours away from here on the East Coast. We should be going to that one. It's a small one, but it gives us something to do. So, okay. Let me put this up here so I can read it better. Or just realize that could have been taken rude, not intended, just trying to manage time this evening. Not to mention lots of needs, so connection with brain to mouth, fingers, not all functional. That's how I feel all the time. My Mega Ticket laughed at me again. Oh, yeah, I got a couple of them over here. This is not a winner, and not a winner from a couple of weeks back. But I got to check my ticket from the other night, see what's going on with that. Usually I hit the little mega ball or whatever it's called and get at least $2, but lately I haven't been doing crap, and I even bought a couple of $20 scratch offs and nothing. Hey Chasco, how you doing? Okay, we're a bunch of losers here with the scratch offs and the Mega Millions. We're trying to get our retirement bonus, but and nothing's working. So Melbourne, we'll be going to that one on September 7th, and then Brooksville, Florida, September 14th. That's a Regal Railway. That's up in between Tampa and Ocala off of Interstate 75. And the Villages, Florida, a little bit east of that. September 21 and 22, we'll be going to that one. And I thought I had the Lions Club one in here. I'm not sure. Did I show that the other time? That's usually a small one. But I don't think I got that one. But they're usually in there someplace. But I got a link for the Train Collectors Association, so that might be in there. So I'll take a look at that. Oh, I want to show you this. I picked this up at Lowe's the other day. It's a string of 20 LED lights for Independence Day for flags. So maybe I'll just string it back here. They had it in the clearance aisle for $1.92. They had a bunch of them, so I had to pick one of those up. So I just thought of that when I looked back there. had a dry run. You know, when I lived in Maryland, I put 20 bucks on the lotto every week. That's when it was only one time a week, and I didn't win a damn thing. I did 20 bucks a week for a year. And mine said get a job. Okay. I'm gonna. I'd have to tell the thing back. Hell no. I'm too damn old for that. Okay, so the Villages, we'll be going to that one there. That's a 2.5 hour drive for us, but we like that one. It's always a good show. And then DeLand, Florida, October 5, Golden Spike Enterprises. That's going up the East Coast towards Daytona Beach. Is about 20 miles before Daytona Beach. That's a good one. October 5th. And of course, Debbie likes to hit Buc-ee's afterwards because that's right there on Interstate 95, right there at the Daytona Beach exit, or the next exit up from the Daytona Beach exit. So that's a good one. That's a bonus right there. And then Timonium, Maryland, October 12th and 13th. That's a maybe because we're saving up our money. We're trying to get enough money to go to Amherst, but if we see that we're not going to have enough money for Amherst a couple of months later, we may go to Maryland and stay at my daughter's house and then go to that train show up there. And then Clearwater, Florida, October 26th. That's a Regal Railway. I think that's on the West Coast someplace. In Pinellas Park, Florida, November 3rd is the Zitnik Sidewalk Sale. We may go to that one. That's always a nice one. It's a small one. It's all the local vendors out in the parking lot of the Zitnik Zitnik Hobby Shop. There you go. I can't see it. Wait a minute. My train of thought has left the station. Okay. The Hobby Shop. There you go. All right. So, in Orlando, Florida, November 9th, Train Collectors Association, Lake Nona Park, whatever. They don't have any details on it. I don't know why, but, you know. And Melbourne, Florida, December 7th. We may go to that one, but there's also one in Pinellas Park, Florida, December 14th. Suncoast Model Railroad Club, we always like to go to that one there. Okay. In your opinion, best train show in Florida and best in North Florida as live in North Alabama. D-Land. We went to Jacksonville once. It's kind of far for us. You know, that's a overnighter for us. It was nice. I got a lot of good deals because one of the clubs was selling off one of their members that passed away. He had a bunch of Bar Mills kits, so I picked up about 4 of them when I was up there. They were like 25 bucks a piece. So that's a good one. Tallahassee, if you're in North Alabama, that's a good one. They have it once a year in June. Dothan, Alabama has a good train show. I've never been to that one, but I've heard about it. What's the other one? Pensacola, I think they have one in February. I'll have to look that one up. But and then there's a smaller one in Atlanta, on the west side of Atlanta, but I'm not sure about that one there. But anyway, that's all the train shows I have. If you got any, okay. And Reggie, I could always count on you. Okay. Autumn Rails, Asheville, North Carolina, November 15th and 16th at the Agricultural Center. Okay. Okay. Thanks. Took notes. All right. Good deal. Hope you wrote them down and not took the notes in your memory. And so, yeah, because my memory doesn't work that well. Okay, so I'm going to do the Train Collectors Association. If they had, I don't know if they have, if they got. Here we go. November 2nd, 2024 train show. First Christian Church, 1908, East Fort King Street, Ocala. Bring a food can. Yeah, that's the one for the Lions Club, Silver Springs Lions Club. So that's that one right there. So I knew they would have that one. And what else do we got? We got another Regal Railway on December 21st, Pinellas Park, Lopez Hall. And then we go into 2025. So and in December, not all of them are in here, but December and January, you get a shitload of train shows because of all the snowbirds down here. Keyboard and MS Word. Law, I don't trust my brain for office to kitchen. Yeah, there you go. Me neither. I can never remember what I go in the kitchen for. So that's that. Okay. All right. So that's it for the train shows. I know there's a couple more. Sparky said there was one up by him, and I think Sidetrack 77 said there was one up by him. Let me see if I can find it. Nope. I had it on a note, but I must have deleted the note. I keep a lot of notes in my head, but I lost the keys. I used to put sticky notes on my forehead, but I can't read them unless I look in the mirror, and I have a hard time reading backwards. So no, I could read backwards, but they fall off. All right, so what are we going to do next? All right, so let me show you some of the pictures. If you haven't seen the video, let me just show you a short piece of the video from the Shack Pack.
It's been over a month since I started on the Shack Pack. It's a bar mill scale Model Works kit. One of the original ones in the plastic box right here. And
there it is. Let me skip ahead on this one.
Then cut my next project, the Shack Pack. And here is everything that was inside. We'll do an inventory after checking over the instructions.
Yeah, I started this back in July, but then I went to the train show, and then I got pneumonia after that, so it got sidetracked.
All the detail parts.
But that's the boring part right there.
The other two sheds right here, this right here. And I use khaki for the tar paper that goes over top of this shed, and for the tar paper roof.
Okay, we'll go through that. The video is on my YouTube channel. It's also on Rumble, so I'll go through this real fast.
This transfer that
there's the flag that I got
a few days ago. This kit comes with a dry transfer decal, and if you've never done that, this is all you have to do.
I got that video up there too. I did that a couple of days ago.
Go over, place it on the side where you want it, and just go over it to make sure everything transfers over onto your wall, just like that.
Voila.
Okay,
that's all I'm going to show you right there. Okay, so you can watch it on my channel, Tom's Trains and Things, or on Rumble, Tom Kvichak. it's there, and the one on dry transfer, that one is up there also. So I finished that, and let me show you some of the pictures on there. You've probably seen some of them already. That one there, that one there. These are the ones that I showed with the dry transfer. There's Woodland Scenic dry transfer stuff. And there's what they look like afterwards when I put them on there and before I weathered them. Okay. And more of the Woodland Scenic ones right there. Where's the one that has the price on it? Look at that price there, $4.18. I have no idea where I got that. I can't remember where, because I have no idea where that hobby shop is. Hey, Battleborn Boy. How you doing over there, Bernard? Good to see you over on the free side. And look who stopped in here the other day. I think I came over on Monday. David from DB Tech. All right. Took a couple of pictures. All right. And while he got excited and lifted his hand up and hit his hand on the fan. So you see the fan is pretty close to his head. Okay. So here's some more pictures of the thing finished. Right there. The back sides. More back sides. The sides. The front side. And where I just staged them up on the layout. Probably not where they're going to stay, but I thought that was a good place to put them to take a nice photo of it. And that one right there is right behind me. And here's the thumbnails and that I used. Okay. And I was going to do the twin utility sheds, but once I opened it up, only one shed was in there, and I guess whoever had it spilled glue on the windows and doors, and the glue was all over. It stuck all the windows and doors together and on one of the panels of the front of the shed, so I couldn't even use it. So, and there's my t-shirt. Money can't buy happiness, but it buys trains. Same thing. All right, so here we go. All right, so we're going to go over to the workbench. I'm going to put on some music here, some blues. And we're going to open up the Pine Creek Paint Company. Okay, before I get to that, I'm going to show you it over here. What's this one? Right there. Microscale models, craftsman structures. This gives you some more photos of it right here. And if you put your cursor on it, it makes it bigger. And here's another view of it here. It's actually 4 buildings. I think vehicle not included. And people not included too, but I've seen there's a lot of details in there. 4 buildings, a big tank, all kind of good stuff, and all kind of good detail parts in there. You even got to put your pallets together, and those crates there, you got to assemble those too. That'll be quite a feat. So it's retails at $295 and well worth it. I got it for about $150 from Al Puglisi. He got a good deal from the owner, but he was working on some other stuff. Let's see what it says about it. Cast-based water tank roofs, stone building, chimney, and dozens of detailed parts. Laser cut walls, floors, ceiling, block building, and chimney. Laser cut rafter tails, trim rafters, overhang supports, blah blah blah. All buildings have interior floors and roof support system. Laser cut foundation, base, and open platform. Microscale roll roof kit and laser cut roofing includes special directions and 3M double face tape. Oh boy. Lots of detailed parts include a laser cut cardboard boxes, laser cut wall signs, and color wall signs with special directions. Tichy group windows and doors, a lot of them. Turnbuckles, doors, hinges, details, and wall lamps. Electric power service kit. Oh boy. Easy to follow, fully illustrated color directions, made in the USA, overall size 7 by 11 inches. So that's going to be a fun kit to build. And let's get over on the workbench and open up that box and let's see what's going on. Okay. Those look nice. I do have bar mills kits, but all the wood, and I'm not sure how many I can utilize in mid 50s to very early 60s. I do have a few of the kits, but not all inclusive bar mills kits. I do 50s, but all my kits, well, right here. Most of these kits right here are all bar mills, all wood in the 50s. Hey, Adrian Gaston, good to see you in here. And there's a gentleman that I met up in Atlanta the last time I was up there. Are you going to go up to this one? I'm not going to make it to this one. That's a lot of paint. Yes, it is. But good to see you in here. So let me scoot on over to the workbench and let's open this thing up and see what kind of trouble we can get into with this thing. I got to get my scooting chair over here so I can scoot under the duck under, or the scoot under. All right, so here we go. Here's the instructions right here. Here's a top view of it. 4 buildings, a big building here on the side. This is the main building right here. It's got like 3 stories on it. Control building, boiler house, and then office building, and a big old tank right there. Loading dock right there. So that's going to be fun to build. Nice instructions. So we'll look at that a little bit later. And there is the box right there. A lot of goodies in there. Woohoo! Look at that. Okay, so let's do it this way. All right, so here's the signs. And it's wrapped up with instructions and all kind of good stuff. More instructions right here. Paint, Scotch brand high-tack adhesive tape, and that's probably the double-sided tape. This stuff right here that I use a lot, but bigger stuff. Okay, well, general directions. Modeling tips for plaster parts. Well, we got plaster parts in there. Note, this shrink-free material may be used on both plaster and wood. Okay, so we got some, this looks like MDF stuff on here. Some really thick wood. And this stuff feels like balsa wood right here. It's thicker, but it feels really soft. Install a micro-scale laser cut rolled roof. Using 3M double face tape makes installing the roof quick. So I guess you don't have to use any glue. Okay, so we'll put that over here. A lot of titchy windows and doors. Look at all that stuff right there. Oh my goodness. And some more titchy stuff and some other stuff. Look, vents, pipes, all kind of neat detail. Okay, here's a raised sign right there. Okay. Ooh, some black styrene, 2 sheets of it right here. A chimney, nice chimney right there. Some nice barrels right here. So a lot of detail parts. Here's one of the buildings. Here is another building. That might be the boiler house right there. Another building right there. Some bolt castings, and it looks like some stuff for the side of the building. Loading docks. Here's the crates that you got to build. Holy moly. Tools. Okay. A lot of detail parts. Step ladders. Woohoo. Oh, here's the pallets that you got to put together. Bracing for one of the sheds. This is concrete block foundation and all kind of other wood. This is for the tank. This is for the tank. Boom, boom, boom. And I saw a real thin, yeah, there's inside here, this is all the stuff for the tank. Okay. This is bracing for, I guess, a sign up on top. More barrels right here. Okay. These are the bump outs on top. This one fell out of the bag. Some wire. These are fuel tanks. Okay. Some more stuff here. Some more barrels there. Oh, I already went through there. Wood. And more stuff. Okay. So, I don't even know where to start. Maybe I should read the directions, huh? And that would help. There's a lot of stuff in here that I got to go through. And so, a lot of windows. We got to figure out what color we want the buildings. I'm going to have to look at the pictures and then decide if I'm going to go with the colors that they use or use different colors. Some of it, it's got concrete block foundation. It all sits on a big platform. I like this one right here. This is neat. Okay, this is wood. This is a square stock, and they laser etched the whole thing. So that's pretty cool how they did that. There is the foundation. You got to put these two pieces together. So it's going to be like this right here. Let me turn it this way. Right here. Okay. A bunch of vats over here. I hope I don't have to make all those vats, huh? Ooh. That's going to be fun. Alright, so let's read some of these directions before we get too far on here. Because I got a lot of bags to open up and a lot of sorting to do. That's the roofing material. So here's all the signs and what else is in here. And it looks like some more. I guess they use the double-sided tape for the signs too, instead of gluing them together. So let's see what they have to say about that. It is something different than what you find on Bar Mills. Although Bar Mills uses the double-sided tape for some of the roofs, they use it, and either apply coal or some other kind of gravel for the roof instead of the shingles and other stuff. So see what they have to say right here. Yep, that's the double-sided tape right there. So use that on there. First, you must decide if the sign is going to be an applied tin sign or if it will be painted on side. For an applied tin sign, cut the sign from the sheet. For as applied sign, you should laminate the sign and a second piece of paper together. This will make the sign thicker so it will appear to be a separate hanging object. To weather the sign, scuff the front. When the sign is finished and ready to install, it can be glued on the building with white glue, or apply high-tack adhesive tape to the back and make the high peel and stick. The tape works very well. Okay, the 3M high-tack adhesive is included in this kit. For a painted on sign, to make the paper sign appear to be painted on the side of a building, you must take the sign thinner. This is easily done by sanding the back. We know that. It should be done before cutting the sign out, blah, 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 to the bottom. Okay, so basic instructions for that. And this is all I wanted to make sure that that's a double-sided tape. And so you could put it, they gave you the double-sided tape so you could put the signs on with that. I never tried it that way because I just always sanded the back of it and glued it on so you could see the contour of the wood behind it. Yeah, watch out for them low-hanging fruits and fans too. All right, smoking deal. Yes, that was a pretty good deal. Yeah, that's a lot of parts. many parts. Looks like you may need a workbench Wednesday through Friday. Yeah, that's for sure. Are you sure you want to build that kit? You should sell it to me. No, I don't think so. I got another kit too after this one. I got the Cigar Corner, which is 5 buildings from Bar Mills. So, and about 4 more other smaller kits. And speaking of spikes, when we was at Strasbourg this year, I picked up a spike with a little deal on there. We got a little locomotive with 2 cars with gems on the back, some gems over here, on a spike. Strasbourg Railroad. There you go. So I'll just put this up out of the way, up there. All right, so, and these are, I like these instructions. It's on this thing right here. Really, really big. A nice overall view of the top right there. And let me get this box out of the way. I'm going to need a bigger workbench for these big boxes here. Holy moly. So let's open this thing up right here. Nice bracing for the center right there, and woodwork. And you got to put the walls together because they're not big enough. So it's 3 floors. Assemble the main control building, stain, paint, and weather after the walls are glued together. Okay. Look at that. Woo. A lot of details on there. A lot of details. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be painting a lot of small pieces. And I like this water tank here, because they just use a round roll, and then you put the real thin wood over top of it. Okay, and the other buildings right here. Okay. Oh, the railings. Okay, that's what I thought that was a sign. Okay, railing stair stringers. Okay. All right. So, oh, look at all the boxes right there. And here is the pallets. You got to make your own pallets, and you got to make your own boxes. So, so they're putting you to work on this one. Okay. Before building this kit, please read and familiarize yourself with all the directions. Okay, paint. Any good acrylic paint works well. Flow-cool paint is used. Blah, blah, blah. Wash for weathering. Use Dysol mixed. Dysol 20 drops. Ink and alcohol wash is made by mixing. Blah, blah, blah. Scotch brand high tack. General directions for weathering and painting. Webster's definition, weathering is seasoned by the weatherer, stained, worn, beaten. Webster definition, okay, we know about that. In weathering model building, we are trying to create the illusion that the buildings have suffered the effects of the sun, rain, snow, and just long, hard use and exposure to the elements. First, we want to create the effect of fading, peeling paint, any surface containing the pigment which is exposed, and usually do that by putting a base coat on and then going over with another one lightly so both paints show. Simplest method to create fading paint is not to apply any paint full strength. There you go. The base color should be applied first. The light color stain. Oh, what did I just say? Next, the paint should be applied using dry brush method after the base color is in place. Weathering. Use browns, grays, tans, and blacks. All paint should be applied using the dry brush method. Okay, we know how to dry brush that. Next, our illusion needs dirt deposits. This step is complete using the faded process. This weathering is applied after the paint is complete. Use rust, tans, gray, ivory, and black. I got plenty of those. Most of the deposits found on the building are formed by rusted pipes, lamp brackets, and roof supports. We know all that. Remember that a lot of weathering seen on the building and the dirt that is rain has washed down the walls. There you go. Apply weathering between lamp brackets, all that's good stuff. Molding tips and plaster parts. So I'm going to have to look in there closer for plaster parts. The plaster parts in this kit are made from the best high quality density plaster available. If you need to repair a broken cast, you use thin or good white glue to rejoin the part. Clean all parts of any flash. Any gaps or imperfections can easily note the shrink-free material. This kit contains step-by-step directions for construction. The kit also directions are packaged in a single roof material. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so I've been putting that off long enough. I got to start on there. Hey, Ken Amos Jr., how you doing? So I need a bigger workbench. I got to put these directions down on the bottom down here. And so I'm not going to get too much done tonight. It says first thing you got to do is put these together. So basically I got to find the building, the main building, and I guess that's this right here. And start opening that up. Oh, there's a bag. There's a baggie. Uh-oh. So there's the main building. And here's the foundation stuff. So I'm going to need that. So I'm going to get all these small pieces and put this off to the side. The chimney. All these plastic pieces. The drums. What else do we got? paint sign. Ladders. They even give you thread for the telephone poles. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? And there's the boxes. And here are some. They got okay, the little details with the stars and the bolts going through it. Some more wires. And that's plastic, and that's plastic right there. This is the roofing material. Oh, here's the pallets. This is skinny stuff. Right there. And this looks like more boxes. Oh, these are boxes and the windows. Okay. All right. I might spend a week making a bigger workbench for this. Help. Okay, here's the concrete block. Another deal right there. This is the floor for the raised part right there. The bracing in there. Floor. So we'll see what that is right there. And here is the pieces for the building. So, holy moly. Can you believe all that crap? This is going to be a lot of fun putting this thing together. Oh, there it is. Already opened on that side. I guess Al was looking at these bags already. And figured he didn't want to mess with it. So he got pieces right there. And that one piece must have been that one piece that went up here. Let me find that in the box. That's one that fell out of the bag. Glad I recognized it. Now let me see if I can find it again. There it is. All right. That is it right there. So that is the first building right there. I have a t-shirt that says leftover parts, proof that I did it better. Adrian, I put up a pull-out folding table and lay out the parts when I have a lot of stuff to assemble. That way I just fold up the table when done. I got rid of my fold-up table. Al was trying to sell off his HO stuff to Gamer money to get it started in his O-gauge layout. Yeah, I bought two kits from him because he was starting on his O-scale stuff for his garage. But he was having trouble with his car. I think his brakes went out on him or something. Okay, this goes right here. Okay. I'm going to have to go through some of these other ones to find out, because that doesn't go there. This goes somewhere else. Unless this goes here. No, that don't go like that. Oh, there it goes. All right, so those are those two sides, that side, and then this is like staggered. So there's all the sides right there. Okay. So that's a start, and here's the base for it. So I'm glad I read a little bit. So we'll get started on that. And this looks a little bit just a hair thicker than what the Bar Mills kits are. So I don't think I will need bracing on these walls here before painting them. So that's a good sign right there. So I can't believe all these windows here and doors. Look at that. Ooh, man. I'm going to have fun painting those. I'm going to have to get a couple of yardsticks out and paint them. All right. So we know what we got in store for us for the next couple of weeks putting this thing together. I'm going to have to read the directions and see where we're at. So that's all I'm going to do on this tonight. Here, we'll play around with that later on. Yeah, good eye for the fine. Yeah, there you go. Now, all I got to do is read the directions to see what I need to do with these and this right here. I know that goes over here somewhere, and this goes together like this. But I think that goes over top of it, raised up higher. So that's going to be fun. Let me go over to the other side and end this thing. Okay. That's going to be a fun kit to put together. And I think the Bar Mills kit is still available, because when I looked earlier today, the video was still up there, and Art said he'll keep that video up on his YouTube channel. Oh, you're my warp. Oh, that's terrible. I know when things warp, it's hard to get unwarped. Yeah, I agree with the bracing. Brace it, Tom. You'll regret not doing it because it's a 3-section wall. It will warp. Okay. Well, I kind of figured, where the pieces come together, but then they have floors in there, so I have to be careful with how I brace it. I'll have to read the directions because they have floors on all the levels. All right. Let me see if I missed any in the chat here. Okay, I think I got it. Look like real 1800 bowed out walls when it's finished. Well, hey, model it that way. That'll always work. The one of the sheds, this one here, cut out a piece of the top. So I don't know if you can tell it right there, but well, it looks better like that. The roof is bowed a little bit. I probably could have cut out a little bit more for it to dip a little bit more, but just sagged a little bit right there. But all these small sheds, it's good to put on the edge right there. Okay, so I'm like, which end goes in the cement? There you go. instructions with. Yeah, I gotta read the instructions so I can find out what goes where, because it's layered all over the place. Looks real with the dip. Yeah, I like it with the dip roof on there. I gotta weather it just a little bit more though. I was kind of light on the weathering. Okay, let me cut this off here. I'm gonna call it a night. Let me knock that one off, and we'll see you next week. See how far I get. Okay, see you tomorrow. Well, you won't see me because I'll sleep in tomorrow, because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I got to get up early to go to do workout for my cardiac rehab. So the other days I sleep in late. So Crooked Dave in the morning, Jim Tedesco in the afternoon, and you know all the other stuff. So we'll see you. Let me put the end thing on here, and we'll see you next week.
Engineer, where are you?
I'll procrastinate. It'll probably take me 2 weeks.
Tennessee. Oh, I got a little girl who's been waiting. Promised that she'd marry me. Mister, can we leave that seat? I'll shovel coal, Lord, to pay my fare. Gotta get this train down to the station. My little girl,
wait for me there.
well, the night is dark, and Lord, it's cloudy. I've been
Traveling the lonesome road. My one true love. Here comes the swirly smoke.
Want that low train to carry me back? And they left Columbus around 7. Oh Lord, they hit Louisville about 9. And poor boy's heart started overheating, sending all of his love on down. For the night is dark and Lord is quiet. I've been traveling this lonesome road. My one true love.
Not nighttime yet in Nevada, huh?
Well, that long old train back. For the night is dark and the sky is cloudy. Traveling on that lonesome road. My one true love waiting there to see me. For that long old train, won't you carry me? Oh,
Train, train, train. Won't you carry me home? Good night, everybody. Get on that Trump train. We'll see you again the next time. Bye-bye. Good night.